sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond.
Wait a second. Farmer? You mean he's not a harbinger anymore?
I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui. So as long as you have some value to...
As we discussed...
I think these two have made their object...
Yeah, obvious!
Then let's put that... Today can be a try...
All right.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch.
Nahida, are you...
Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. Yes. As I told you once before, there's information...
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today.
You may remember me, but it's possible he was granted the amount of information, so I asked the balladeer to search an Ermin soul for...
Exactly!
I understand how things will go. Our minds have... As Sumeru's deity, if this deal with the balladeer hits enough clear to help guide, prepare you...
Wow, it looks pretty different here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
Look at that. Hot on my heel.
You're big.
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards. But right now, I'm on temporary release. So maybe you... at the front. It's my...
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you that.
If there are no further... Or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ew! Ugh, the snark on...
We can start now.
Ermin soul access granted. Initiating connection procedure.
Is this a small sapling? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him. Ooh, Paimon's never seen anything like this. And it feels like a...
Ermin's soul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Teyvat. Every bit of information flowing here means something. Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite?
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Ermin's soul.
Can you still sense where the heart of Ermin's soul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted. Go ahead.
Let's go. Stay close. Don't go running off.
Hey, so... Say we did go running off in here. What would happen? What are you smirking at?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost. Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, your best option is to stick close to me.
sapling things have spread out.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
It looks the same in every direction. No wonder he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little? We're here.
What a huge tree!
Good, you made it. Are you ready?
Ready when you are.
Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint.
The Balladeer's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with us.
Will do.
Huh. For once, we're the ones with nothing to do.
Traveler, Paimon, would you like to talk? Yes, I've also invited Paimon to join.
Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends. There's nothing wrong with us talking like this once in...
Paimon's never tried this before. This is great! So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladeer's a bit of a walking
As I've told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but that he has yet to... Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answers. Well done. Smart and attentive as always. So, you made contact with that part of it.
Huh.
Everyone has a history, Paimon.
Speaking of puppets, we ran...
If you mean the mysterious...
Really?
Oh? How interesting. Those two...
So the Gese got it right?
Well, they guessed right about what...
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
What makes you think we're talking to...
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the top... Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So, have you found anything yet?
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
Wait!
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. Right now, we have to keep the... Huh?
This light, it looks similar to those...
Anonymous data.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement!
Shh.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about...
There's no one else who can enter.
Is that so?
Whoa!
I have been in Tatarasuna for some time now. You have under your leadership, as I understand the forging industry with crystal marrow as a skills, blood.
Yes, well, you allowed a even now.
You flatter.
So you say, Escher.
My goods.
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? And recently, none of the people who went out to... But that doesn't faze you.
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so
Mikoshi Nagamasa.
After all, why, Mr. Ni—
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force.
Look in your eyes. You don't seem to trust me.
Drop the act. Plan to destroy Tatar has worked. I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left?
This, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
You!
You're a little smarter than I initially gave you credit for. I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well, at least for the first few days. But to my surprise, you had your people look into my background right from the start. It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually, they managed to confirm that Escher was an alias, and that I was not from Fontaine at all. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity, and what I seek in Tatarasuna.
Did you really think you would be able to see through my plan?
If you kill me, there's no one who can get inside the furnace. So you're really going to destroy this place? Is that it?
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person. Some may not see him as a person, but you told him yourself. You're not a puppet.
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found out. But...
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue. If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity.
The Fatui? Who?
Just to create a minor inconvenience for your name.
That's it? That's why you gave us your cursed technology? Just to let loose the evil energy from the crystal marrow?
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with venom when faced. My device functions precisely as you say. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled. Make no doubt you.
He has nothing to prove to...
Beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes me feel... Think of me as a monster or a... I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend become a human? No, that will prove quite impossible. Mr. Niwa, already dead. Jester, I have completed the puppet to you. If he proves useful, let's...
Hey, are you alright?
Dottore. Good. Good.
Was that the doc? But why did we see things from his perspective?
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory.
Maybe so, but it means nothing.
Does it? But this memory, you know very well what that means. Even more so.
Let's give him some space. He looks...
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
Paimon's still confused about the Tatarasuna incident.
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. So now you have the complete picture. It was all a horrific experiment planned of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment. The balladeer became after the events you just saw in that memory. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, "This device seems to have protected me." The mechanic answered. Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing, but it has protected him from the filth. He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Over what...
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything?
Yes. Only if he understands this can he...
Tottori, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Shall we see how he's doing? Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? It won't. I'll keep my end of the deal.
Hey, are you investigating the stuff we want to know about?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Ermin's soul does not keep records.
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Don't thank me just yet. You look really upset.
Huh?
The reason why there are... Plus, she only came to this world because...
The heavens responded?
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal man. I don't know the details. It's up to you. Did you get all that?
Yes.
Does this info count to...
Very valid.
Good. In that case, I'll take...
Huh? What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long. I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to give me your hand. Can you hear my voice inside your head? No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do is exchange a few words with you. So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past? Done.
Huh? What the? What happened? Paimon only saw you hold hands for a second.
Nothing. I was just thanking him for helping me. So long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabukimono will cease to exist. Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Balladeer! Don't do anything stupid!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing more than to stamp them out like the pests they are. But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily...
Balladeer! Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared. Come on, we gotta find him somehow. Oh no, he's really...
Oh, can you hear me?
Nahida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now? I was suddenly cut off by some...
It was the Balladeer's fault. He shut you out.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities? And it took everything...
Where the heck did he go?
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this for me. We're running out of time. Follow my...
Out! And we're at, an inn?
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged. I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with.
An emergency? How bad is it? Nahida?
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, they'll...
Her voice is gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Balladeer meant? He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible! Right! You can't just rewrite history! All that stuff happened already! It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Oh, Paimon's... Huh? Ah! Sorry, Paimon accidentally... But erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that... Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from... Ugh! Paimon's had it with that little brat. He's been nothing but trouble ever since we met him. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise... There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next? Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon... So... Alright, Paimon will start. First, Andrean... Oh! What do we... Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember what... The balladeer? Is that a food too? What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something... So, the balladeer. Is that someone's name? Okay, sure. Where are we going? Huh? Fine by Paimon, but is everything...
Ah, it's been a while. Of course. Go ahead. No. Now there's a question. The once renowned, the art of most of the great, but fortunately, if my memories...
Oh, yeah. We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden, then...
In fact, he told me that there is no harm. The Raiden Gokuden.
Vengeful?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a... Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting, knowing that they had just one... The smith's death in his heart, powerless, alas. Finally, in his fury. But when he came, that is why the...
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Kazuha? My pleasure.
Don't tell On to the next...
Okay. I'm losing patience now.
We're here! This is the Yashiro Commission's headquarters, so...
Traveler! It's been a while. If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate.
Are they out?
The Commissioner is out on bit.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
if it were anyone else.
We'll be heading in then.
Hello, dears. Is there something you want to say? Of course. What would you like to know? Oh, they're as for
So pretty much.
very.
Well, got any more questions?
You're very welcome. In fact, Miss Kamisato, I must say, many.
Alright, goodbye for now. We're, great. Goodbye, ma'am. Don't worry, we'll see ourselves at.
All right then. Take care now.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yep,
Very well.
I'm sure the Kamisato clan will be fine.
What will the repercussions be of scrapping the Sakoku decree? What will the repercussions be of scrapping the Sakoku decree?
What kind of person comes?
Hey,
Sure you were.
What?
Oh, he said Tatara.
Oh, is there something you want to know about Tatara? My name's Xavier. Certainly do. If there's anything you want to know, just like the back. Not only that, but I've met people in. Oh, I'm told that its history is one of the.
A couple?
One was just. They say he.
Hey, weren't you gonna ask?
Oh, I did.
Me neither.
What brought this on? Sure, go ahead. A kabuki. I do know the. But sadly. Of course.
Oh, really?
Oh, you're most welcome. Farewell.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for. Sure, but what's up? Keep your smile, Spinal Crop. Come on. All right.
Hey, it's them!
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Indeed, we are.
We have time.
It's the same topic we.
Still looking for more info about Tatara Suna, huh?
Unfortunately, We haven't... Huh?
I presume you'll want to read my...
Well, what do you think?
Hey, Traveler. Remember how last time Akaba was saying how he went...
What did you find out?
It's a long story.
Wow. So many...
Well, well. Ugh.
This new information...
Yes, okay, point...
And they're back at it. These guys are...
Oh, so sorry. Look at us, prattling on about...
You're welcome.
Keep us in a loop if you've...
Will do. Nahida, we're here!
Traveler,
Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we...
the balladeer? You look troubled. Is there... Traveler?
Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
That's quite a story. So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul.
But how was he even able to do that?
As the Traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone. Nevertheless, it does make sense.
So, you believe this person really existed, and we just...
Yes. Theoretically speaking, the Traveler comes from a... So if there's anyone in the world
Paimon's having a hard time understanding that...
I can only make inferences based on the information we... Something else worrying you? Something that you can't It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died. Once the Balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatar. He couldn't keep hating humans after that. And if he thought there was a chance he could save his old friends, it would be hard not to try. The story makes sense. Every part of it. The Balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the Doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but retained the power to connect with Irminsul. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength left.
Yeah, It does make sense, but it still ended in tragedy for his friends. It just feels so hopeless. He gave everything to do this, but it seems like he got nothing in return.
Please wait a moment. Found it. This should be the one. It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything he has told.
What is it?
A record from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner. You should take a look.
Is this a fairy tale?
I authored this record myself.
Huh? You?
When combined with the traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an...
Hold on. So this record survived from... the... past?
Yes. Any information about the balladeer, or changing the information in Irminsul, but Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. I guess I must have written this story as a backup before the balladeer entered
That's incredible! What a great idea!
And sending the traveler into Irminsul with the balladeer must have been a further precaution. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the but if we connect all the different pieces together... There was once a lone monster draped in fox fur, once in a while. But the monster soon, the kitten too wished to become a fox. Furious at a gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. The monster smiled. The monster gave. The fire was The two promised they would spend their whole lives together. But the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon. Never again would it how it wished. I will become the...
We solved it!
I remember now. This is not just the balladeer story. It is his very own memory. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason this memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend them. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it. That's why they backed up his memory for later use. I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered.
It's hard to believe that this person really existed, let alone that he tried to get rid of us on more than one occasion. Paimon has no memory of him at all. He completely vanished like a puff of smoke.
The balladeer agreed to help me look for information about the Descenders, and although he was unsuccessful, before he vanished, he confirmed an important detail. That Conria was where your twin first came into this world. We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, but in all likelihood, they won't even remember their own harbinger.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around. But still, Paimon doesn't...
This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. So the answer is not everything. People yearn to find the truth. When you give someone the truth, to others looking on, this may seem like a pointless... Never forget that even... And that is why...
Yeah, Nihita's...
Good idea. Paimon.
You got it! Come on, Trav! Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar! That'll be sure to lift our spirits! It must be really tough being the only one who remembers all that. What should we eat first? Hey, are you gonna answer or what? Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. What is it? Have you figured it all out? Why'd you jump?
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill. Look, here.
Hey! Hey!
Hmm? You mean me?
No, not you. That kid! Didn't you see? Little rascal grabbed my last... Look.
I wasn't paying close enough. I think you're right.
Who's that guy? You know him or something? He's who?
You're a strange one, kid. I don't want to take advantage.
No, please.
You're welcome.
Leave it to me.
Stop. You don't want money.
That's right. We can talk.
Hey, what do we do now? Okay, stay up.
Yeah, this'll do.
Even though you say he's the balladeer... Oh, all right.
This should be enough. Guess I should wash them before I take them back. Huh? You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
He spotted us!
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice. Have we met before? No, we haven't met. But you know me? I have no recollection.
Are you absolutely sure?
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
A puppet? What makes you think that?
Huh?
You were right! The look on his face!
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure... Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Are you really working for that guy? He said you don't want any more for it. Is that...
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm, and he let me take shelter in his cart. In return, I said I'd be his helper for a while.
That's oddly nice of you.
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you, okay?
Then let's return to the city.
Here you go, boss.
Oh, you really went and picked some more.
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me. Sorry, boss. I'm afraid I'll be away from the stall for a while.
I was just about to pay you anyway. Go wherever you want, kid. Don't waste your time here.
What?
I get it, okay? You just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain that day. Even then, I don't understand why you're so adamant that you don't want any pay for it. But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world, like you had nowhere to be and didn't even care. Imagine you were me for a second. It's a little weird. But anyway, taking you in didn't put me out even slightly. You don't...
But I don't... No, you're right. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye. Thank you again for...
Don't mention it, kiddo. I've run into all kinds...
Thank you. All right, done. Thanks for waiting for me.
What's wrong? Huh? Are you?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk.
You say that you're trekking across Teyvat to train yourself. Many other...
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that...
Oh, Like a past life or something?
Yes, something far more distant than the past. So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. Oh, okay. I see. You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful... If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear. But I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many things that would be considered evil. You nearly died because of what other people did, and many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes...
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed.
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice of...
That is the nature of truth.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable
We're not...
If we were enemies...
He's got so much to answer for, but...
Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Yes.
please.
Even though it will cost...
I'm just a pup.
Very well. As you wish.
Wait, shouldn't we...
Don't worry.
Traveler, could I ask you to...
Oh, good boy.
Understood.
Thank you.
This looks like...
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information. These memories will show you the raw truth. But be aware that...
Sounds like an immersive experience.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
We never give up halfway.
All right. Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon placed you after...
Is that because this is kind of like...
You could say that, in a sense. You'll...
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. No, there's no way. There's...
Who are you?
You're awake. What? Huh. Not a scratch.
This man is Katsuragi.
And the rest is history. Well, it used to be.
In the original version of events...
Let me get you out of here. Our people...
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as a mechanic. As the second but Katsuragi...
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Yeah. Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabuki Mono.
That's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Huh? What are we doing back here? Whoa.
I was abandoned,
Okay, I heard my mom and dad. He kept coughing.
but you can't.
Yup. We're...
This child didn't after his mother after leaving.
What happened to the
He died from his ill.
Hey! What's wrong? Say so! You promised me we could be family!
The voices have gone.
Let's keep going.
Do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. Or aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
Long-fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
Bow your head.
Let's end this quickly!
Silence! Not to work. Be sanctified. Quickly! Settle down! Silence!
Use this. Let's not waste time. This isn't good. What an annoyance. That's not to work. What is this trouble?
Blade! Settle down!
Well met. Put your back into it.
Silence!
Not breaking a sweat. Time to fulfill my duty. It isn't time for retribution. Don't be a killjoy.
Justice is blindsided. Silence!
You can't run. Well, neither can I. No backing off. It isn't time for a break yet.
Leave it all to me. As a dutiful maid would.
No slacking off. I see through you.
Windblade!
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. You can't run. Well, neither can I. It isn't time for a break yet. That all you got? Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. I see through you. My word. You can't run. Well, neither can I. Don't be a killjoy.
Oversight on my
We've
part.
only just begun.
Settle down!
You can't run. Well, looks like I went too far.
This place is dark.
In the original version of
Such a creepy atmosphere. And so familiar. Hey, look over there!
Well, well.
Hiding in the...
What a sharp tongue you have. Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep...
Save your breath.
I'm sure you think so.
Surely you're not worried about me.
I just can't have you...
I merely... Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Goka look at you. By then, see you at the victory feast.
Poor little tongue? For...
The plot does not end.
Yes.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results and your own interests. Isn't that right? Witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Got you. This is Her Majesty's gift. Winter, shall we venture? Pay your dues. Play with me. The more, the merrier.
Settle down. Let the mighty be humbled. Silence.
The more, the merrier. Blink. Let me amuse myself a little. Oh, now you've got me worked up.
Settle down.
Shine. Glow.
No escape. Bow your head.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Windblade!
Silence.
Can't run from death.
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru. Is that?
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this project, I'll take part in the experiment in his place.
Welcome. I look forward to a fruitful collaboration.
When do we start?
You seem impatient.
The biolog...
Nothing worse than...
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was... Alas,
That was gracefully...
I suggest...
The doctor again?
That person gives off of...
It's normal for him.
Let's move on.
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
If you accept that he is...
Are there any differences between humans and puppets?
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are the differences between human? Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human.
I've seen enough of my past. No matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Can you return my memories to me?
Huh? But won't that mean you'll lose your current identity?
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of... As a puppet living in...
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. Are you sure you want to do this?
I've lived with the void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. But then I met you. And I finally... I've always felt I have an innate tendency to yearn for something more. In a way that goes deeper than... So I beg you, grant me this opportunity to...
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will return to you that which is yours. You have made your decision. Now, take this.
Set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is my...
Is he alright?
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
This is trying my patience.
Have you got all your memories back now?
Insignificant past! The wind rises. At my command, you shall fall. Insignificant past! Behold! My endless cycle! Begin! Know your place! Squall Fury! Follow me. Behold! Perish! Insignificant past! Upon the gale. Behold! Feeble human! Imbecile! Get out of my sight.
It disappeared. Did we win?
What did you expect? I'd never lose to that.
There's the... Wait! But it was you inside that thing, too! What have you got to be...
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way... You sound like you're concerned about me. But don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I now know the truth.
The memory recovery seems to have been...
Come on.
Welcome back, traveler.
We just went on a...
You don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine. But there's no returning to the foot. It wouldn't take me back anyway.
Good?
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile, but it wasn't completely meaningless. At least I made a lot of people forget about me.
But that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.